your tablet, iPad, extra device. Good morning, because, honey, we get ready to go back to the beginning, and I want to show y'all something. Some of y'all might not have this book. Don't be asking me a whole bunch of questions. Act like it's story time if you don't got the book, okay? Because we need to talk about something that's in the book of Josephus. We need to talk about it, like big time. Yeah, this slash off. That's crazy. I'll be sleeping hard. You hear me? That's one thing about CERCA. She gonna sleep. Okay, y'all ready? How many people didn't watch the Disney cartoon? I'ma always ask this. How many people didn't watch the Disney cartoon? Anybody in here? Raise your hand if you didn't watch the Disney cartoon. Mm. All right. Now we've touched on this before, but we gonna go back and I want to show y'all something because I want us to think about something. What about the animals talking? What about the animals talking? The animals. Now, when you get your paper, or however you about to write this down, I need you to write down the question. Why would my decisions affect them? Write down the question and put your date and time. Why would my decisions affect them? That's the title or the question I need you to ask yourself today. Is y'all ready? Huh? Is it still early for some of y'all? Y'all need to get y'all coffee. You know, we only 2 minutes in, so I'll give y'all about 10 minutes. Let everybody wake up. Y'all want to do that? Y'all need a few minutes. It's about 10, 11 o'clock, ain't it? It's freezing outside. I hope y'all said a prayer for every homeless person or a person that doesn't have a shelter to go to. Okay. I hope you said a prayer. It's 48. Girl, it's -9. I wonder what the real feel is. Let me see what the real feel is where I'm at. It's -8 for real. Excuse me. So what's the real feel? It feels like -27 outside. Did you hear that? -27 is what it feels like. And I opened the door just to see. That ain't no lie. So it's -8, but it feels like -27. I guarantee you that's some Antarctic weather type stuff. A polar vortex. It's -35 where you at? Okay. So who was here in the class the other day when your auntie, cousin, sister, dean, family member, sister-in-law, whatever, said to you, we getting ready to get some day after tomorrow like weather? It's 38 in Texas, but it feels like 31. Okay. Kansas is -5, but feels like -20. Bet. You hear me? Is you listening? Do you remember I said that? And now we have crazy tornadoes in Tennessee. I just saw that. I didn't even know that was going on. And then the tornadoes in Florida. And I guess there's flooding in Tennessee now too because of it or something. It's -2 in Milwaukee. Okay. They getting snow in Atlanta. It don't snow in Atlanta, supposedly. Not like that. Ain't this some today after the day after tomorrow type weather to y'all? Okay. I just be wanting to make sure that I'm not the only one seeing. Now, who remembers us talking about extreme weather? Okay. My husband just came in the room blasting you. Good morning. Good morning, bro. Wake on up. See, he got my back. For as much hell as Queen gives me, my brother-in-law, we good, bro. Thank you. Get on up then. Get her on up. Get her up. Right on. See, God always got a spot in the camp for you. And I know my nephews be getting her too. Don't worry about it. All the hell that she gives me here. Every bit of it. They give it back. Thank you. I love y'all. Thank you. He said, my husband just came here blasting you. Good morning, y'all. Oh, I love our family. It is wonderful. Even early in the morning. We starts early, honey. We starts at excuse me. Wow. I was drooling and everything. I bet you was. Good morning, bro. He done already had his coffee and everything. He like, yeah, we get up. My throat, okay. Yep. Let me pour some water in this thing. Because I know y'all waking up with dry throats too. It's crazy. And my little air conditioner thing went out. I burnt that dang little thing out, honey. I done used it every day since I got it. And it's over with. Well, at least I know the time limit. That little air conditioner thing, that Arctic ice thing, yeah, it quit on me. It quit 2 days ago. And that's what I was using just as a like humidifier. That bad boy. Listen, CERCA can break some stuff. Not in bragging. But I'm going to use it until I can't use it no more. Hello. So, I'm trying to wait till 15 minutes. I think y'all gonna like this class. I'm gonna let y'all wake up. Good morning. Get your cereal. Get you some oatmeal. Go on to the bathroom. Pee. Wash your hands. Dirty. And before you go make your coffee, go pee. Wash your butt. Wash your face. Get your life together. If you don't want to brush your teeth before you have your first cup of coffee, I understand. Not everybody does. So with that, whatever your morning routine is, get up so we can get this going, because this is going to be a lengthy class, I feel like, but I think it's going to be packed with information that you guys will love. It's we on a hunt again. I slept with water bottles under each arm. Uh-oh. Sucker, he laughing. Good morning, nephew. Listen and do. Get up. Wash your hands. Mm-hmm. It's a real thing. Good morning. Let me get my paper and pen. Yep. Saturday school. Is it Saturday or Sunday? It's Sunday. Sunday school. Sunday school. I was going to say Saturday school. Sunday. It's Sunday. Yeah, I don't even be knowing the days no more. They just run together. Yeah, they just run together. Y'all, you know how when you was a kid, when you got your present for whatever day it was or your special surprise, when you woke up, that's the first thing that you want to go and look at to make sure it's really still here? I feel like that about that jacket hanging on the back of this door in here. I ain't picked it up, but I want to. I didn't even hang it in my room because I knew I probably wouldn't have went to sleep. Okay? I would have stayed up just looking at it. I would have stayed up just looking at it. So I left it in here on the door. Yes, Tay. I dang near wanted to sleep with it like with my blanket. But I know I be and messed it up. So I just put it in here. It's up there. Hey, girl. That's one of the dopest things I've ever had in my life. I'm pretty excited about it. You said that would be, I would have done the same. I'm trying to tell you. It is cool. That's why I say, like, why would you want to wear and do everything that everybody else is doing when you could have so many of your own intricate things? If you have a favorite symbol, a favorite word, you know, if you draw inspiration off the things that you absolutely love, you never know what you could create. You hear me? You absolutely never know what you can create if you draw off of what you already like, and then you just start building on, okay, I like wood. Well, what kind of wood do I like? Well, I like pine. I really like cedar. I like this. I like mahogany. I like this. I like that. Have you ever taken the time to go and look and see how many different types of woods? It's amazing too. I ain't even gonna lie. It's, thank you so much. Vinegar and water. And then I bathe in chlorophyll. Just 3 drops in my bath water every time I take a bath. Come on. That part. Painting in my sweater. My art cousin made me knowing I'm not supposed to. I completely understand. I'm trying to say, I love that sweater too. She did a good job. And it looks so comfortable and flowy and just movie. And see, Tay, with stuff like that, you get two. Gonna have her make you another one. That way you can paint in that one and then you can wear the other one out. That could be your house one. So it's okay if you get a little bleach on it, or you know what I'm saying? With stuff like that, you gotta get those. Thank you so much. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My skin is glowing because I'm losing my summer color. This is my winter color. It's pale. I don't got my bronze melanated color in the wintertime because I don't go outside. It ain't no sun. I can't wait till the sun come back. I like it when I'm dark and red. I like it. You hear me? I like it. I mean, this is fine, but skin be all crusty and stuff. My undertones do not pop in the wintertime. You hear me? I need the sun. Light bright. Right. Right. Listen. Thank you, girl. These is the ones from yesterday and the day before. I'm learning to tie them down. These curls, though. Who been using a lot of body? Yes, I'm scratching my toe. Who been using a lot of body for your hair? Even if you got loose natural or whatever, did y'all do some roller sets with that lot of body, baby? Talking about bouncy. If you got loose natural hair, you know you can use that too. I've been putting chlorophyll in my body wash and it's been helping. Oh yes, honey. Take away. Listen, skin do what it do. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Yes, honey. And then you ain't gotta keep putting heat on your hair. Them curls will last until you wet it. I braid mine for the loose light. Okay. Girl, if you don't get to the you can, girl, Amazon deliver it. They got a lot of body at Walgreens, girl. You can Uber it to your house. And do Walgreens and the Walgreens be having a lot of body, baby. Go right on in there and get you some. What does chlorophyll do for your skin? It turns the sun into beautiful energy for you. It breaks down radiation. It does everything. It purifies you. You can drink it. You can put it in a shake and smoothie. I don't too much like licking wet grass, so I don't put it in my food, but I bathe in it. It cleans your body. It cleans your blood. It's good for everything, actually, because you're a plant, and so, you know. But it also stops radiation, or turns it into energy, should I say. You hear me? So, it's working. You can go back and look at my skin from when I first started and I wasn't using it. And I was just coming out of, I was detoxing, not from addiction, but a bad marriage. So all of that angriness and stuff, they got to come out. And so it was all in my skin everywhere. But guess what? Got to give you beauty for them ashes, boy, won't he? He will give you beauty for ashes. Go on and go through it. You hear me? Go on and cry it out. Lose the weight or whatever you got to go through. Fall off. Thank you so much. So, I don't know if you got my message. My other daughter, she hasn't been home, but her sister got the package. So, but my grandson absolutely loved his shoes. His mama did too. And his sister's shoes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And my other daughter saw them. She loves them, but I haven't got her review of seeing my grandbaby see them. So, yes, you did your thing with that. Thank you. He said, oh, wow. Wow. Look at this. Wow. It's Chase. And I didn't know that when you said they lit up, that the fidget things, whatever they call widgets, lit up. He picked up that shoe and hit. I said, is that damn shoe lighting up? She said, yeah. I said, now I played with the. He touched it one time and it was blue and red. I said, that's what she meant when she said it. Like, I thought you was talking about the glow in the dark. The widget things, whatever them things, gibbets, they light up. You still like you worse. Listen, did they light up? They do. Those are the coolest shoes he's probably ever had. He had on a pair of Paw Patrol titty shoes. I said, girl, you better let him run fast. Y'all better. I'm sad y'all young people don't got paylists. Have a good day, Ty. Cause guess what? I'll take them kids, and my son wanted some, I don't know, Bugs Life shoes or something. My brother was like, do not buy him those shoes. I said, I'm buying them. That's what he wants. He said, don't put him in those shoes. But I am. And I'm going to tell him he run fast when it light up. He don't want them Jordans. He do not want them Jordans. He want these Wrestling Mania shoes. And I'm about to buy them. And yes. Mm-hmm. That's what he want. He want these Spider-Man shoes. He don't want those. I took him to the mall. He didn't want none of them. I brought him in here, and he is altogether good. He got 4 pair of shoes. And he think you can run fast in every last one of them because they light up. So I'm in there. They want them to light up. Why you gonna fight with them? You can save a lot of money by letting them have what they want. You can save a lot of money by letting them have what they want. You hear me? Spend $27. Kids running around with the Kool-Aid smell. Come on. I ain't got time. What you want? Let's go on in here and get it. Come on. Come on in. Come on in and do what you need to do in here. You make it, because you doing that because you don't want other people to see you. What about making your baby happy? And I'm gonna be honest, I learned that at a very young age. I don't care what they think. Do you see this little nigga smile with this big old head? And he walking and running and putting his leg out and getting ready to run real fast. If he had them Jordans on, my day gonna be bad. But now he happy and he put them on the right feet. So I'm supposed to make you happy so you can say my son is dressed a certain way and make him miserable instead of just going to Payless and buying him some damn Spider-Man shoes. No. And I was 17, 18. Like, I'm not doing that. If he want these shoes, he have to wear them. Now, my brothers, they'll go buy them. But I wouldn't spend my money on that mess. Early on, I realized, hell no, I ain't doing it. Because guess what? And I ain't knocking nobody, but a lot of the people that bought their kids them Jordans, they was stuffing their babies' feet in them shoes because they grew so fast they didn't even really get a chance to wear them 5 times, and they needed a new pair of shoes. You know who wasn't doing that? My knucklehead son. Because he had 10 pairs of Dalmatians or whatever he wanted. He could wear whatever pair of shoes he wanted that day. So, listen here. That part, Jake and the Pirates, honey, listen, what? He happy. I don't care if you happy or not. You don't got to deal with him crying and throwing a fit. Because he don't want these shoes. But to impress you, I'm going to make my son miserable, my kids, my daughter, whoever. I'm not doing it. I didn't care. And I think that's why a lot of people was like, yeah, you weird. Now that we get this together, I found, and I might have told y'all this already, but y'all remember, I don't dream as much anymore. It's like, well, I do. But it's not as traumatic as they used to be, or, like crazy. Ninja Turtles and all. Come on. I ain't about to play with you. Because you want to impress people. He like them. And the only person I'm supposed to be impressing is him, because the only person I'm parenting is him or her. I don't care about you. Me and my newborn my in-laws is posting Dolce and Gabbana shoes. Girl, let them do it. And you go buy your baby whatever they want. Let them buy it. I didn't turn down the Jordans. I mean, he was the first nephew and all of that, grandkid and all of that with from me. They bought that boy everything. He had Nintendos before he could even crawl and all kinds of stuff. Whatever was Sega Genesis, they bought him everything. Stuff he didn't even need. And most of it, he didn't even play with it until he got older. But let mommy go and get him some foam or something. He gonna leave me alone all day. And that was the goal. Go play. I got stuff to do. I got to take care of your sisters. I need you to move around. No, I think God is just giving me a break. God has given me I've been a dreamer since I was 5 years old. And if you know what I saw, you'll understand why I'm grateful to be not dreaming as much. When I went to sleep, I didn't see good stuff. When I went to sleep, I saw the end of the world every night. I don't want to see that. I'm living it right now, so that's okay. Maybe he's giving me a break because all the stuff that I dreamed about is happening right now. For real. Now, I want to tell y'all about this. Some of y'all might have already read this to y'all, but I'm going to change some of the words in here because they already censoring me and stuff. But July 25th, 2016, and I might have already read this. Again, I'm going to say that, but it's important. Hear me. It's 7:40 a.m., July 25th, 2016. This is what I wrote when I woke up. 7:40 a.m. Last night I dreamed that someone planted a nuclear under the ground, and we had 1 hour until detonation. Then I woke up, but it was like we were cut. We had a covering of some sort, like the was going to go off, but we would live through it. That's why I don't have to be. You see what I said? It was a nuclear thing, and then it was under the ground, and then it was about the boat. We had 1 hour until detonation. This is how I used to. This is what I used to dream, all the time, every night, stuff like that. I can go back and show you where there's bugs flying in my mouth, and then they show up in Ethiopia and Las Vegas. Like, nah, yeah, I'm enjoying the peaceful sleep right now. You hear me? So there's that. CERN. I didn't even think about it. It's a nuclear reactor, which can cause cataclysmic damage to the whole entire planet. Because they draw in energy from every part of it. Those tubes and stuff go all around it. Oh, wow. Never thought about CERN. But that's why I got them journals, though. Like, if God does keep my dreams, like, for the next Bible, yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a book of CERCA. It's going to be in. It's a whole... because I got tired of telling people my dreams and them calling me crazy, so I just started writing them down. I've been writing my dreams down since I was like 5 years old, so that's almost 40 years that I've been writing dreams. And I have notebooks. Probably people, if they didn't throw them away, they still got them. It's I can write, especially if I'm dreaming a lot and God is talking to me. Like it'd be pages and pages at one time. And this is not that, but just to show you how it looks when I do get serious about my writing, this is what I mean. So if I'm writing and it's a serious matter, this is how detailed, and ain't no lines on here. You hear what I'm saying? Now, this is study from my school, but when I used to study and God used to be, this is what I mean by, if you can fill up 4 pages, y'all see how little the words is. And this is pretty much full of documents and whatnot. So, yeah. And I got several of those. And 5-page notebooks and other journals. And even the big journal that y'all got me earlier this year is almost full. Well, I'm almost through the end of it. And then I'll flip it and go back on the other side. Because that thing is like this big. So that's a lot of paper. And a lot of space. Okay. I don't know what it means. I'm not a dream interpreter always. I don't know. You have to go look it. I'm just telling y'all what I write my stuff down. So we almost at 30 minutes. I'm going to run to the restroom really quickly. And then you're going to need your books and stuff. And your Twitter fingers. What happened? Queen outside with leaves and mud pretending to cook, making mud pies and collard greens. What happened? What y'all over here doing? I can't leave y'all unattended for too long over here. Those were the days before the 66. Told me Jesus was born and passed and rose up again. Oh, Lord Jesus. I got to watch them. See, all of the like, you got to watch YouTube. YouTube be over there talking real good and crazy. All my information is in my bio. You got to watch YouTube, honey. YouTube be over here, honey. The slickest comments. It be all kind of shade over here. This is the uncle and auntie of the class group over here. And what I mean by that is they act like the aunties and uncles always say something crazy and be like, what? Or they sneak it in and then I got to go back and read it and then they be snickering because they over here talking crazy. I got to watch YouTube. YouTube is the shady auntie and uncle club over here. You got to watch them because they be talking good and crazy over here. You said, listen, but I got to stay over here and watch y'all because y'all the wildlings. You see how that works? It ain't no different over here. This is the wildlings. They a little bit more refined. Excuse me, they just always got something crazy to say. It ain't no better over here. I'm just saying it's different levels. You know what I'm saying? It's different levels over here. Y'all are the wildlings. This is the people I gotta. For educational purposes only, TikTok. I got to lasso you niggas and get y'all in here and wrangle y'all in. Because you all are like wild steeds. So y'all need to be trained. But these over here, I got to go over there and remind them that they are refined. And they are the... You hear me? I got to remind them who they are and why they have to do everything that they do. Listen, yes, we have a good balance though. It all works. It works. You listen here. I gotta do the TikTok disclaimer because they be playing. Like if I bring out my stuff, they be. This is all for educational. These are props for all the skits that we do. Okay. So if you have the complete works of Josephus, the copy that I have or whatever, I don't know what page you're going to find it on. I don't know where. If you don't have these books, just listen. Don't worry about it right now. I'm going to show the book. You can purchase it if you don't have it. But I really think that y'all going to like this class. I got to run to the restroom really quickly. But hold on to y'all seats because we about to be flip-flopping through some stuff. And the question that I hope you wrote down on your paper or whatever. Y'all want to see something though? Because I'm not about to. These good old lock curls did what they doing. You said what now? You said, huh? That's all right, Lord. You waited till my 40s to give me some hair. It's more beneficial now. You see what I'm saying? Because ain't about to be no weave in a minute because the cargo ain't going to be coming. So I'm grateful. I'll take it. You hear me? I go and do what I need to do with it. I was bald head all the other 35 years or so. But I'll take this right now and will. Okay. So with that, y'all, for real, that Lotta body, the truth. I'm trying to tell you. This ain't nothing but rolling it up on them, which is spongy things, the long things, whatever. 30 minutes under the dryer. And then I just left the rollers in overnight. And it was dry. 30 minutes. So it wasn't even 45 minutes worth of work total. Right? Because I just took it, get the flexi rods. But it was only like 15 rollers in my hair. 15 rollers. I said, oh, this is why the old lady, this is why my grandma and them used to roll their hair up at night. I remember. Because you don't have to do it for the whole week. You do several styles off that one roller set if you do it right. And then by that time, it's time to go back to the hair lady, and get your press out and stuff for the next week. Okay, so anyway, let me run to the bathroom. Get your books, get your stuff, because write down under that. Okay, so y'all wrote down the question. What's the question of the day? Why would my decisions affect them? That's the question. Time and date it. Right hand corner, please. Oh, thank you, Mr. Hardy. So all of that. Why would my decisions affect them? And then also, in parentheses, can you put animals talk? Can you do that for me? Yes. No. It's not, Naisha. It's not. Because I got this idea from a lady. Her hair is to her knees. And she rolls it all up. She uses 2 rollers though. So like how we use, she wraps so far down half. And then she gets another one and she wraps the other half. On them flexi rods. And see, I just spray mine with a little bit. My hair was not even wet when I did it. My hair was dry. Do it, Jasmine. It's the best thing, girl. I promise you, your hair grows so fast. I've been a bald head. The BHB club for a long time until I got locks, honey. Sorry, y'all. All right. Let's go. Ooh. Y'all, this body is stiff. You heard me? I've been having to stretch it out all morning because that cold got my bones aching, which is crazy. All right. So I'm kind of going to be jumping around, so pay attention as much as you can because this is not just a we only read in one type thing. We about to be all over the place researching and doing our thing. So we going to start with this. Girl, YouTube. Not Isha. YouTube. YouTube. Okay, so right now it's story time. I just need y'all to listen real quick. This lash, listen. I don't know how I be doing this. I do, because I just go to sleep. I need to take them off. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Miss Living Life. Thank you. Good job. Well, thanks to the community. The community makes sure y'all have those books. People send in money every month. People from our community send in money every month to get people their books, to help people. With we do assistance grants with what we can to help people. So that it don't have nothing to do with me. The people that are in this class send money every single month. Like people pay their tithes here like they do church, and they actually get to see where their money goes. They do, and it's pretty cool because we've helped thousands of people in the last less than 2 years. Thousands. We're going up on a pretty nice number. Probably over 4,000 people, 4 or 5,000 people is where we're getting to, which is pretty cool for a small community like us to be and help 5,000 people in 2 years. Been a blessing to over 5,000 people in more than one way. That's a lot. It's some agencies that might not help that many people in 10 years, and I'm not comparing this. I'm just saying for us to be so small, we've done. I keep trying to tell y'all I be busy behind the scenes. It's a lot of little babies that have been able to go to bed in a house with lights on, or stay in their apartment another month, or mommy and daddy can keep their car, or it's a lot of different things that have happened here. Yeah. So, God has blessed us to do a mighty thing, even though we're little in number. And we do have an organization. We don't get nothing that we have done has been state or government funded. It's all crowdfunded from the people of, while I'm doing this, let's do this. She in here too, so good. Good morning. So we got something new here. So the box busted open. Don't kill me. Look what came. RW, y'all didn't send y'all pictures in. Y'all thought we was playing. It be coming. We got a puzzle. A WOIU puzzle. And if you sent your picture in, your face is on there. Looky. So y'all better send y'all pictures in to this next one. Because we going to say this one was last year. If you want to be a part of the 2024... you email Miss Rangel at where you want them to send the email to before I be giving out the wrong information. Right. Well, we about to get to 2024 popping. So this is a 2023. You should have got in. Now, Miss Rangel, where do you want them to send their stuff? You forgot? Well, I told y'all grown. I ain't going to remember. So just get in this 2024. Where, Miss Rangel, where do you want them to send their picture to? Did she leave already? No, I see you still in here. Where? Or the website? No, can you put the address? Do it. Put it up there so they know. You know how these folks gonna be asking. Come on. Nerd Junk Shop, but can you put it up there so they know where to go? Please, the email and the thing real quick. I ain't trying to boss you around or nothing. I'm asking, please, nicely. Thank you. So, if you want to be in a WOIU, which is We Outside International University puzzle, this is the bulletin board. And we record on YouTube. So, laugh out loud. I did 3 times these comments fast. Okay, sorry. Yes, okay. So, if you want to be a part, you send whatever pictures you, your husband, and whoever you want to be on the thing. Whoever you know that's a part. You say, oh, I'm in there. Come on now. Y'all better get in on this one. We told y'all last year. Because you got to think, if we get one every year, it's like our class photo. But it's also a puzzle that you can break down and put together. You seen it? Y'all better get on in. So you can have a picture with you and your classmates. This one probably gonna have, you probably gonna have to do a bigger one this time. Let's shoot for the hundreds, right? Or the thousands. We got some folks around here. We just gonna have to do a bigger puzzle then. Even for the newbies, yeah. If you a part, you a part. If you say I am a student at WOIU and you come here and you study every day, yeah. 2024. It's in the chat. You can send it to Nerd Junk Shop. Nerd is N3 RD junkshop.com. Okay? You're going to send your picture in so that way we can get this done early. So we can have it maybe, like if they, what deadline do you want to give them? Like maybe a month? So we can get it done maybe by like April or something. A month. So a month from today. You got a month from today to send your image of whatever picture you're going to send of you, your family, whoever you know. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay? So if you want to be a part of the next class picture / puzzle, you need to send your stuff to Nerd Junk Shop. Nerd N3RD. Listen, her website is on my website. It's a link. So if you go to CERCATROVA22.com, just click the backpack. It's got a blue N on it. Go to Nerd Junk. It's a link right there. It'll take you right to her website. You just send her. Yeah, you can buy them. That's why they up here. Of course. Of course. I don't know how much she's selling them for. Y'all gonna have to talk to her. Now, not only is that a thing, we have decals for the car. You got a decal if you want to put a decal of your university. She got decals for the car. So we outside International University. You know what I'm saying? Representing in your state for us, please and thank you. Because we is a real university around here. Okay? And then she made these. These are cool. These are so cool, y'all. She made Christmas ornaments. Snowflake ornaments with our WOIU on them. That is the coolest thing ever. So she has all these things on her site. You can grab those. Also, she made these. And they're metal. They got Tat Knot Place on the top, Trova CERCA on the bottom, but we outside International University. And you know that Trova CERCA or CERCA TROVA 22 just means seeking you shall find. So if you're reading and using this, then you will be seeking and finding. And Tat Knot Place just means we givers over here. So you're a giver who's seeking and finding, and you're outside doing it. Look at that. And these are nice too. So Nerd Junk Shop, all of this is on Nerd Junk Shop. This is pretty. How you gonna make it brown in the end? Now, that's not all. There's another. And another one. There's a black one. This is cool. And that just means seeking you shall find. There go our tree. Oh, this is really, these are cool. If I just send you some money, can you send me some more to give away? Because I think I want to have these for myself. They my favorite colors. Can I just pay for these? Everyone who ordered in December got one free surprise. Oh, these is mans. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going to put them right there on the shelf. Okay, I thought you said give them away. Okay, I read wrong. I said no, now. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, everything is mine. Okay. Now, so let me show y'all the evolution of, real quick, what we had here. Let's just, I don't know if they all in here or not. One of them isn't. Where is the other? It's in my room. All right, let me go grab it. Hold on. Beep, 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 beep. Da, 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 da. All right, y'all. Here we go. I just want to get this out the way too, because, you know. So, y'all remember not last year now, 2 years. That's so crazy. So, these were our first hoodies, right? As above, so below. These were our first hoodies, right? And we had Trova CERCA. So if you got one of these is the originals. These was the first CERCA TROVA. They didn't even have CERCA TROVA on the arm, on the hood, or nothing. So if you have these, we don't even make them like this no more. They have not been made like this for 2 years, so you better hold on to it because it's an original one. Okay? And then, you know, we had the black and green, same thing. These was our first little hoodies with the Trova CERCA on the back, right? And then we evolved to when we outside university, right? When we first started, we had these, and we still had the Trova CERCA on the back, right? But now look, y'all. Now look, family. Where is my sharp device? I took it out of here. Look what we got now. But look what we got right now, though. But look what we did evolved into right now, though. Because we WOIU now. We outside international university now. So you know what I'm saying? You might as well go, ooh, okay, yep. Is this a large? Because I ain't a small no more. Is this a medium? Oh, this a medium. Okay. Because them smalls are starting to be a little young. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. These hoodies is the warmest hoodies you ever going to put on. They are warmer than any Nike hoodie I've ever worn in my life. Because I be sweating. Oh, yeah, see, this will work. I don't got to fight to get in it, girl. Send me a medium. I might have to upgrade and send them other ones to the kids. I need mediums and all of my other ones. Yeah, this fit a lot better. I could breathe. Ooh. So we got the Trova CERCA on Trova CERCA. And this is my name here, but this means seek and you shall find spiritual light. That's what that means. Seek and you shall find spiritual light. Which if you've come here and you started to study the Bible more, you definitely have found that here. Okay? So we are no longer outside university, but we outside international. So we evolved. You know what I'm saying? We got students on every continent, you know what I mean? So we in there. Go on and grab you one from there. Oh, this feel. Girl, yeah, I might have to get mediums and I'm going to have to run back through there. Because, man, these smalls, they did and I can still get in them, but baby, this feels so much lighter and airier. I need a medium. I done got a little chunky, you know what I'm saying? Stuff ain't where it used to be. Ooh, Lord Jesus. But wait, because I want to design me something else. I got another thing for you. I got the project for a new hoodie. Don't even trip. We about to get it in. Ooh, this is nice. Girl, because them other ones be making me. You said laugh out loud. I know. Okay. Because it's the beginning of the year. We ain't did a hoodie in a minute. So we got to get something out for 2024. I need my large. My mediums ain't getting it. I know, girl. We did all have to go up a size. Damn. Honey, we did all have to go up a size. Crazy. That's all right. That means life good. That's what that means. You got to go bigger. That means something expanding. Maybe it's your pockets. nerdjunkshop.com. N3 RDJUNK shop.com. Nerd Junk Shop. And you can customize those. Not that one. But we have a ton of other hoodies. If you don't live in a place where there's a hoodie place, like it's warm, you can get the t-shirt of the hoodie. Yeah, mine too, Queen. Yeah. Oh, hi, TT. Hi, TT, baby. I hope you had. Did you eat your cereal and stuff already, girl? Or boy? Baby? I'm going to say baby because I don't know. You already? Yeah, daughter. You eat your cereal already? You watch your cartoons? I had to make sure I was reading it right. I know I ain't got my glasses on. Yeah. The United States sunflower. The United States. Okay, let's get this popping. We've been on here. Let me bust your head. Are you ready? Damn it, I'm dropping my stuff out now. Circa. Darned it. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Okay, here we go. I gotta bring that other light back in here. Here we go. Okay. It says, God therefore. Wait a minute. I gotta go back. Wait a minute. Oh, no, I'm right. Okay. Here we go. It says, God therefore commanded that Adam and his wife should eat of all the rest of the plants, but to abstain from the tree of knowledge, and foretold to them that if they touched it, it would prove their destruction. But while, this is the important part, y'all got your listening ears on? Come on, because I'm not going to repeat this. Let's go. Because this we going to be all over the place, and I need y'all to keep up. Is y'all ready? Listen, I'm just reading. I'm not telling everybody pages and all of that. You're going to have to find it. We just right here, Miss Design. I love you, but I'm not going to be able to do that today. That's why I said we just all over the place. Okay, but it's like page 34, I think, or something. Don't worry about it. I just need y'all to hear what I got to say. I'm not going to be answering a lot of questions right now. We're just going to be flipping through. Please don't kill me, but I'm getting on to it. And then everybody don't got the same things, so they be like, my page don't say that and all of that. So just hear me out. If you see it, get moving to it. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So it says, but while all living creatures had one language. What does that mean? What does that mean? But while all living creatures had one language. What does that mean? We all spoke the same, animals and people. Ain't that what they tell us happens in Disney? Every time we turn on a Disney movie? We about to talk about it. I'm going to read that again. If you want to know what book this is, it's Josephus. You might want to go grab it. It's a good book to have. If you want to know the history of the world in a lot of ways, this is the rest of a lot of that, like time and date. Okay, right? Right, Miss Riz. Just like Disney tells us. I keep telling y'all they be telling y'all the truth and you just don't know where to look for it, so you don't know it's the truth. Okay? All right. So it says, but while all the living creatures had one language, at that time the serpent, which then lived together with Adam and his wife, showed an envious disposition. At his supposal of their living happily and in obedience to the commands of God, and imagining that when they disobeyed them, they would fall into calamities, he persuaded the woman and out of malicious intention to taste the tree of knowledge, telling them that in the tree was the knowledge of good and evil, which knowledge, when they should obtain, they would lead a happy life, nay, not a life inferior to that of a God. Did y'all hear that? Y'all want me to read that again? Y'all want me to read that again? Very powerful. All right. I need you to get your listening ears on. Come on in now. All right. So it says, God therefore commanded that Adam and his wife should not eat of all the rest of the plants, but to they should eat of all the rest of the plants, but to abstain from the tree of knowledge. And foretold to them that if they touched it, it would prove their destruction. So my question to you right there is, how many times have God told you not to do something and you went ahead and did it anyway? How many times have you got that feeling on the inside that you shouldn't do this and you do it anyway? And it leads to some type of destruction in your life. Remember when I told you that we cannot go through anything that the first people didn't go through? Adam and Eve lived 930 years. Everything that you see, the feeling of wanting to unalive yourself, depression, all of these things came when they made this decision right here. Okay? All of that came. They lived 930 years. So we be grueling, not barely being able to make it 40. See, you say, ooh, I would have loved to live 930 years. Would you, if you had to really live out? Because see, back then, they had to live out the days of their punishment. Right now, it's sped up, and so it hits you quick, and it's kind of over. But back then, just imagine if God said for 100 years, you're going to do this, and you're only 100 years old, or 200 years old, and you don't know that you're going to live 900. That's a lot of reaping and sowing if you had to stay alive to get your get-backs. See, you're not thinking about how grueling that would have been. God put something on your bloodline. See, right now, we don't a lot of times live to see the hell that we caused our generations. But back then, they lived to see how their bad decisions affected their children and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren. And some of them great. So what if, God forbid, and because you slew your brother, you had to see 10 out of every one of your generations, and you had to watch them be slain? What would that do for you? And you got to live 700 years. You know how many generations you going to have? And how many you already know ain't going to be there? You know at the birth of this child that this might be the one that God take from you. Or it might be this one. So you don't know how he was looking at all his, because mind you, they having 70, 80, 100 kids at this time. If 10 out of every generation of his had to be slain because he slain his brother, how many funerals was this man going to? Because the Bible talks about the sins of the parents or the father affecting the generations later. And see, we don't get to live long enough to see it a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? Oh, it don't affect me. Oh, but it does. Oh, I'm going to do what I want because it ain't my cousin. Oh, but it will be. Oh, it ain't my auntie. Oh, but it will be. It ain't my son. Oh, but it will be your daughter. You asked my friend, don't believe that term. I said, you better believe it. Okay. The guilt would have drove me crazy. Me too. Knowing that the reason I have to keep seeing my lineage unalived is because of something that I did. So again, I ask you the question, will your decisions affect them? That's the question of the day. Will your decisions affect them? Let's keep going. Okay? Okay. It says, but while all living creatures had one language, and at that time the serpent, which then lived together with Adam and his wife, showed an envious disposition. Let's stop right there. The serpent lived in an abode like a neighbor because the serpent was almost 6 feet tall. He walked on his hands and feet. He had hands and feet. He also had wings. And he ate regular food. He didn't eat dirt. He ate the same food like Adam and Eve. This is why the serpent is regarded as a holy thing or a magical being, because at one time, the serpent was the wisest of all of the animals. Like the lion is the strongest or whatever. The snake, all the animals used to go to the snake when all the animals talk. So just like in Disney, when the animals can talk and they go to the big bear or whoever, the wise old cow or whoever they're going to, this was a real thing. That is not made up. This really was a thing. The animals went to the serpent because the serpent was wise. Who's ever heard the statement, wise as a serpent and gentle? Is it wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove? Is that the scripture? Something like that. It's like wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove. Isn't that what the scripture say? Something like that. So why would the Bible say that serpents are wise? Unless they were the wisest of the animal kingdom. You said, yep, in Matthew 10:16. Okay. Now we know why the Bible says that. Because okay, so let's do it. Hold on. I gotta go. Not this one. It says gentle as a lamb. Okay. Wise as a serpent, gentle as a lamb. I knew it was something that wasn't going to hurt you. Okay. In your book 2, on page 262, it talks about this. So we just read right here. It says, but while all living creatures had one language at the time, the serpent which lived together with Adam and his wife showed an envious disposition at his supposal of their living happily and in obedience to the commands of God, and imagining that they had disobeyed them, blah, blah, blah. Right? So we know that the snake was jealous and envious of Adam and Eve. Even though he was the wisest and he lived next door to them. He ate human food. He walked upright like a regular person. So he was basically treated on the same level in the animal kingdom that we are as far as ruling over the animals. You see what I'm saying? Okay. But listen, on page 262, which is, if you are new here, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta do this. Because that's somebody's name there. I'm just gonna do this like this. The book of Adam and Eve. See what this says? Satan's account of his expulsion from heaven. You see? You see that? This should be in Genesis, but it's not. So we're gonna break this down a little bit more. Okay? Here we go. Ooh. Here we go. Okay. So it says, and the devil sighed and said, O Adam, all my enmity and envy and sorrow concern you. Since because of you I am expelled and deprived of my glory, which I had in the heavens, in the midst of the angels. And because of you I was cast out onto the earth. And Adam answered, what have I done to you? And what is my blame with you, since you are neither harmed nor hurt by us? Why do you pursue us? And the devil replied, Adam, what are you telling me? It is because of you that I have been thrown out of there. When you were created, I was cast out from the presence of God and was sent out from the fellowship of the angels. When God blew into you the breath of life, and your countenance and likeness were made in the image of God, Michael brought you and made us worship you in the sight of God. And the Lord God said, behold, Adam, I have made you in our image and likeness. And Michael went out and called the angels, saying, worship the image of the Lord God, and as the Lord God has instructed. And Michael himself worshiped first and called me and said, worship the image of God, Yahweh. And I answered, I do not worship Adam. And when Michael kept forcing me to worship, I said to him, why do you compel me? I will not worship one inferior and subsequent to me. I am prior to him in creation. Before he was made, I was already made. He ought to worship me. And when they heard this, the other angels who were under me refused to worship him. And Michael asserted, worship the image of God. But if now you will not worship, the Lord God will be wrathful with you. And I said, if he be wrathful with me, I will set my throne above the stars of heaven and will be like the Most High. And the Lord God was angry with me and sent me with my angels out from our glory. And because of you, we were expelled into this world from our dwellings and have been cast onto the earth. And immediately we were made to grieve, since we had been deprived of so great a glory. And we were pained to see you in such bliss of delights. So with deceit, hold on. And we were pained to see you in such bliss of delights. This is what Lucifer is saying. So with deceit, I assailed your wife and made you to be expelled through her from the joys of your bliss, as I have been expelled from my glory. Hater. So when you break up somebody else's relationship, oh, Lucifer, your daddy, boo. Or one of his homeboys, you don't care about breaking up nobody's relationship. I know who your daddy is. You don't care about messing with nobody else's man or woman. I know who your daddy is. And it ain't my daddy. You mad because you ain't got it, so you gonna tear somebody else's life? I know who your daddy is. You been watching from the shadows, trying to stalk and see what we doing over here. So, ooh. And this is why if I ever date or get married, y'all gonna see his hands. And maybe his feet. Other than that, I'll be getting all the way out the camera to get my kisses. You hear me? in our image. Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit. Come on. No face, no case. What you just said. I'm trying to tell you. When I was married, my family did not meet my husband. Only like 3 people in my family met my husband in real life. Other than my kids. Like my mama, one of my aunties, my cousin, his wife. Other than that, my brothers ain't never even met my husband. Like not face to face. They seen him on a not Snapchat, but a FaceTime. My ex-husband, nobody seen him. For what? The only person he seen was me. Because folks messy. Moving on. Hearing this from the devil, Adam cried out with a great weeping and said, "O Lord, my God, my life is in your hands. Remove far from me this opponent who seeks to destroy my soul, and give me his glory which he himself forfeited." And immediately the devil disappeared from him. But Adam persisted 40 days standing in repentance in the water of the Jordan. Now, question, because we're going to go back and forth a little bit because we're going to be all over the place. Now, I asked y'all a question. How many times has God told you something and you didn't listen and you went ahead and did it anyway and it caused you calamity or destruction in your life, right? Now, how many times have you had a dream about something and it came true? Okay. Do we have any parents in here that have kids old enough to be like 15, 16, 17? Anybody like got teenager to grown kids? As a mother or father, have you ever had a gut feeling or have you ever had a dream about one of your children and then something very close to that dream happened to your child? Mother or father, it don't matter. Okay. Okay. So I want to show you something. This is page 267. And I want to show you again, your actions affect your children. Here we go. Here we go. This is the account of Adam and Eve. After they had came out of paradise, Adam took his wife and they went down into the east, and they stayed there 18 years and 2 months. And Eve conceived and bore 2 sons. Now, they have different names, so we're going to say Cain and Abel, okay? And after these things, Adam and Eve were together, and when they were lying down to sleep, Eve said to her Lord Adam, "My Lord, I saw in a dream this night the blood of my son Abel being thrust into the mouth of Cain, his brother, and he drank it mercilessly. I'm going to read that again. The mama Eve had a dream that Abel's blood was going into the mouth of his brother, and he wasn't not drinking it. If you are beating somebody with a rock and you fighting, that can happen. The blood of that person, the splatter, can go into your mouth. And think about it. If he was wiping his hands, it can be in your eyes, it can be in your ears, everywhere. Now, we know that the cannibals came from Cain's line, didn't they? The vampires came from Cain's line. Did they or did they not? He was bloodthirsty, and his daughters produced bloodthirsty beings. Because the angels went into Cain's daughters. And if we go over here to book 1 now, and go back to Enoch, in the days of Jared, it said, come on, girl, right there. Right here. Oh, sorry. It flipped. Right here. You see this right here? Right there. It says, and they began to sin against birds, wild beasts, and fish, and their flesh was devoured one by another. And they did what? They drank blood. And then earth brought an accusation against the oppressors. So the giants turned against the people in order to eat them. And they began to sin against birds, wild beasts, reptiles, and fish. And they devoured the flesh, cannibals, and they drank blood. The cannibals. Because Cain was the first one to drink blood, the blood of his brother. The cannibals. The cannibals. Bloodlust came from Cain. The angels went into Cain's daughters. The Canaanite women, he went into Cain's daughters and had the giants that had insatiable appetites for everything. This is where SA came from, because they couldn't get enough. So all of the adult moment obsessions come from them. It's part of their lineage. They couldn't get enough food. They couldn't get enough grown-up time. They couldn't get enough gold, because every appetite that they had, because it was a human and angel mix, because angels are infinite beings, so they don't have to eat. They don't have to do anything. So when you mix that with a human that has to eat, this is why we see in the vampire movies, they be like, the thirst is coming. And they're always thirsty. Well, the Bible said that the giants, the spirits of them, the evil spirits of them, their souls are trapped here as our evil spirits, right? And once a person is inhabited by an evil spirit, they do things out of impulse that they can't, like serial unalivers. And they say, something comes over me, and I just, and then the person that gets away from me says, oh my God, like, I know it wasn't them. Like, their eyes went black, like it was a completely different being, like it was them, but it wasn't them. Oh, okay. But it said that they was going to be forever thirsty. Because they drank blood, they was going to be forever thirsty. And vampires have to fight the bloodlust. And they can only be in the shadows, dark. Now, we know now that they really be out in the light, but they stay in the shadows. Okay? So again, your actions can affect your lineage. Because Adam and Eve sinned, now they had this Cain. Because they sinned, Cain killed Abel. Boom. Murder came in the deal. Envy, jealousy, right? So then, going down the line, because Cain had bloodlust and he killed his brother, and human blood actually went into his mouth, he produced what he was. This is why it's important to go all the way back to the beginning to understand. Like I said, do your decisions affect them, the people after you? Yes, they do. Okay? So let's go right here. Thank you. So the whole mama having a feeling something bad was going to happen to her kid came from Eve. Let's bust this. Okay, it says, then after these things, Adam and Eve were together, and they were lying down to sleep. And Eve said to her Lord Adam, my Lord, I saw in a dream this night the blood of my son Abel being thrust into the mouth of Cain, his brother, and he drank it mercilessly. He begged him to allow him a little of it, but he did not listen to him, but swallowed all of it. And if he did not stay in, and it would not stay in, and it did not stay in his stomach, but came out of his mouth. This man drank so much of his brother's blood in her dream that he threw up. I'm sure the spirit of Lucifer was inhabited him when this was happening. Because in order to sign up with Lucifer, what do you have to do? To get anything from Lucifer, there's something you have to do. They call it the sauce, the juice, the yellow juice, plasma. Has anybody ever seen plasma? Isn't plasma yellow? When they separate blood from plasma, isn't the plasma yellow? And you got to drink the sauce in order to. And then if they're rituals, you have to. So I'm sure that the spirit of Lucifer had went from the snake to Cain at this point. How do your decisions affect the people after you? Here we go. Let's go. So it says, and it did not stay in his stomach, but came out of his mouth. And Adam said to Eve, let us rise and go to see what has happened to them. Perhaps the enemy is warring against them. Lucifer. And when they both had gone out, they found Abel unalived by the hand of Cain, his brother. And God said to Michael, the archangel, say to Adam, the mystery which you know, do not report to your son Cain, for he is a son of wrath. But do not mourn, for I will give you another son in his place. This one shall reveal to you all that you shall do, but you tell him nothing. These things God said to his angel, and Adam kept the word in his heart, with him and Eve grieving over Abel their son. And after these things Adam knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Seth. And Adam said to Eve, since we have begotten a son in the place of Abel, whom Cain killed, let us give glory and sacrifice to God. And Adam fathered 30 sons and 30 daughters. Genesis does not tell you that. It says it was only 3 of them. And then, look, see, Genesis 5 and 4. If you go look up the lineage of Genesis, it does not say that. It says he had other sons and daughters when he had a total of like 54, 55, 53. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Joy. So, it's the Old Testament Supagrapha, the book of Adam and Eve. So there's book 1 and book 2. You can get these on Amazon for $51. These books have been on sale almost 2 years. Come a month. They was only on sale, not on sale for like a week, 4 days. But these books been on sale for 2 years. You said I told y'all everything I buy be on sale. Everything I buy be on sale. These books have been on sale on Amazon. Show me one time you seen something that's been on sale every single day for 24 months on Amazon. I can show you these. They've been on sale since we went viral over here. And they've been $15 cheaper for the most. They've been on sale for 2 years. I told y'all everything I buy be on sale. These been on sale for 2 years. Literally. Classy. Anybody enjoying the class? Because I got to run to the restroom really quickly. And I'll be back because I'm about to bust your head again. I'm about to show y'all how Lucifer's decisions affected Adam. How Adam's decisions affected Eve. Eve's decisions affected Adam. How that affected y'all already seeing a lineup, right? Y'all already seeing a lineup? Is y'all already seeing this good old foundation I'm putting down here? Okay, so you wonder why. Why would they do that? Why would they hurt that kid? Why would they hurt that old lady? Why would they go and hurt all of those people in there because of Adam? Because of Adam and because of Eve. There are a lot of things that happen in this world. Do you understand? Like when a person starts to do drugs, it just doesn't affect them. It affects their kids, their husband, their wife, their mom, especially if it's something really bad to where they don't see them for months. They don't know if they're alive. They lose their career. They hurt their children. They hurt their spouse. They steal from their families. Okay, so it didn't just affect you. Yes, you made a decision to do what you did, but how many people in your life were affected by your decision? And so I'm going to ask you again. Do your decisions affect them? You doing whatever you want to do, whatever that is. It don't got to be drug addiction. It could be blowing the money and not paying attention. It could be hanging out with people that you don't know will hurt your kids while you passed out. Homegirls and homeboys. Is there a person that keeps you mentally overstimulated so you're always tired so they can have access to your finances? Like all of this came from Adam and Eve, and we're going to get down in there and so you can finish figuring out why. I just want to show y'all something because we always owe this and owe that and owe this, but do you really take time to go see what the root of the thing is and where it started? In order to get the roots out of a plumbing, you got to go from the tree and then get that machine, and it can take you 4 blocks over where that root is coming from. It could be 4 blocks that way where that tree is, but that root then infiltrated past all them places under the street, under this, under that, going through other gardens to come and mess up your pipes. And now ish is coming up in your stuff because of something that got all the way over there. So the person's decision not to keep an eye on their tree roots has now affected people 4 blocks over and cost them something because they got to call Roto-Rooter to have him come out and open their pipes up. So do your decisions to let roots and stuff in your life stay spread out, oh thank you Jesus, spread out into other people's lives and cost other people money and other people trouble and other people stress because you won't deal with the roots of your issues. How many people have been affected by your decisions not to deal with the roots of your life? You was abused, so you gon' and you was, So you didn't hurt every person that reminded you of that. You didn't offended everybody that act like your mama. You didn't offended instead of asking to see if they have the same person or the same life that that person in your personal life have. Because it was supposed to be your testimony saying, you know what, my mom used to act exactly like you and she was very unhappy. That's why you keep running into them. Not to treat them bad. To understand the loved one that hurt you. But if you don't deal with your roots, you going to start to interrupt other people's stuff. So they water can't flow the way it needs to. And then the waste that they trying to get rid of, they can't get rid of it because you in the way poking holes in they pipes and whatnot. Because you won't deal with your stuff. Don't nobody got time for that. Do you understand? And because Adam disobeyed, there have been generations upon, thank you, Jesus, generations of sadness, and it's just compiling. Because people don't want to deal with the root of the issue. They want to, I'm fine, I'm okay, I ain't worried about it, lies, and guess what you produce? That. A lot of times depressed mothers give birth to depressed babies. And those babies have a lot of medical issues. I'm not saying every time, but you'll see it. If the mother cried a lot and was depressed, then those babies cry a lot. You know why? Because the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. So if the devil can keep you hateful, guess what? You're going to produce hateful children. If you're a dishonest person and you're creating, baby, you're going to create dishonest children. If you are whorish while you are pregnant with your children, well, guess what? You are rocking the namak. Hey, Jesus, what you listen to, everything that you do, you are pouring into that child. Baby, it's going to be here. You understand me? So be careful what you're creating in your womb. And be careful how you're nourishing it, because you can feed your children poison. Because whatever you ain't dealt with is coming out in your milk. It's coming out in your interaction with them. It's coming out in how you teach them. It's coming out in how you teach them to deal with others. What are you doing over there? Parents, are you putting out poisonous children that hurt others, that make fun of people that have less than them? What are you putting out here? Or are you putting out people that will prune the negative things off of the people around them to make their situation grow better? What are you producing? Are you on Cain's line and you got bloodlust and you trying to tear down every single person that ain't in your way, or I'm going to bulldoze everybody? And what are you producing over there? Because we can see what line you came from if we study. You don't care about messing up nobody's marriage? Ooh, I know. You don't care about tearing up nobody's family? Well, you know the first person to do that was Lucifer. He tore up the family, destroyed the unit, any unity. So if you are a person that likes to destroy unity, baby, I know who your daddy is. You can holler Jesus Christ how you want to. You're lying. And this is why the Bible says study to show yourself approved, because you'll know who jealous, you'll know who envious, you'll know who covetous, you'll know who a whoremonger, you'll know. You hear me? There's an exception to every rule, Miss Nicole, but I'm just saying, if you look at it, mamas that was arguing a lot when they was pregnant with their babies, a lot of times that baby speaks very loudly. Because that's the tone you trained them. That's what they heard in the... Because your babies feel every emotion you feel, right? That's what the doctor said. If mama feel happy, the baby feel happy. If mama is stressed, the baby goes into distress. Oh. You heard me? So you got to watch your thoughts when you creating your children, because some of what you're going through might have been what you created when you was pregnant. Your thoughts. become, the Bible says, whatever you think, whatever you speak, it becomes reality. So what were you creating? What were you thinking when you were creating your children? Man, this go for y'all too. That's why some of y'all kids that y'all had when y'all was in the streets is different from the kids. Even though they might not have seen it, the kids that you have when you ain't in the streets no more, they different from them other kids because that's the seeds you sowed into the communities. And so no matter that little boy ain't been in around that since he was 3 years old, he immediately runs back to the streets. Now he banging, he doing this, he doing that, because that's the seed you sowed into the community. That's what you was doing. And you reap what you sow. So then you put another hellion back out into society. The moment you laid that pipe down and got old ratchet head pregnant. And that's all she know was ratchet. But then you got your son, but it's all, the seed's already been planted. Don't believe me? T.I. and King. Love y'all. But ratchet as hell. And then they get mad because they son, well, T.I., you know what you was doing. You can take that out, but the lineages are, the seeds have been sown. That baby ain't had the, but where he at? Right where his daddy sowed seeds at, and probably where his mama sowed seeds too. Do you understand? And the same stuff probably T.I. grandma was saying to T.I. Now, will my decisions affect them? Yes. Have my decisions affected them? Yes. And you're not the first person, because it happened with the first people. They had to see the effects of disobeying God and what pain and trouble it caused them. So be mindful of what you speak to your children. Be mindful of what you are doing in front of them, because you're sowing those seeds into the community around you, and you might not be here to see the hell they cause. Wow, I'm the exact manifestation of my mother, my father, and my mother. Come on. Oh, that just made the hair on my body stand up. NES, ARR, and ARD in another way. Action, reaction, and reward, or action, reaction, and discipline. Come on, you already know. Your seed inherits what you teach them. They do. And there are children that have been adopted out and never been around their original, their biological mother and father, and their lives parallel them because it's genetics. And God made it that way for a reason. They can sit the same, talk the same, have the same food, and never, ever, ever be around each other. The first time I saw my son put on some low top like shoes with some high socks and some shorts, you ain't, the last time you seen that daddy in your outfit, you was probably 18 months, and it ain't no picture of it. How do you know to put that outfit on? Y'all know the 90s Dickie like shorts with the high sock. Well, I was on the West Coast, so if you know what a cholo is, then you already know this is about the look. It was the nigga version, but this was what was going on over here. Okay. Ho, go to the go to the little shop, get you a shirt printed, with the letters on the back, whatever, old English. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The belt buckle with your initial on it that you pull and can put. Yeah, you add all the colors. You can go buy a foot of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about that. Now, he wore it in an updated version. He still wears it now. And every time I see him dressed like that, I just hold my stomach. Because you ain't never seen your daddy in that outfit. But, oh, my God, that's your daddy's outfit. The way he like his shoes and clothes Everything. And this, he ain't seen his daddy probably but 3 times in his life. And the last time he seen his dad, I think he was 9, 7. He's 27. But every time this nigga put an outfit on, I be like, oh my God, your dad put those same colors together. Now, my son can dress his tail off and his daddy could too. It was just a different way. The way he keep his car, everything. I be like, oh, wow. How he absolutely loves babies. His daddy got like 20-some kids. Genetics is real. And it's crazy how they say trauma can be put into your DNA code. So other things can too. You will not escape what you did to other people. My grandfather had 50 kids. I have over 1,000 family members, and that's not a joke. He had like 48 or 50 kids. 52, they keep playing with the numbers, but it's over 47. And each one of them had at least 4, except for like 2. And some of them had up to 20, his kids. And then they kids had like 10 or 15. There's a lot of us. Hell, I got 4 kids and I already got 3. But I've been a great aunt since I was 21. I've literally been a great aunt since I was 21 years old. Me and my niece was pregnant at the same time. Matter of fact, her daughter's a month older than my youngest. My baby was born in September. Her baby was born August. So yeah, I've been a great auntie for damn 20 years now. 20, 21, 22 years, something like that. 20 years for sure, because I'm about to be, yeah, pretty much. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get this going. So, now, sorry about that. Y'all know I be having to go run to the restroom. So, look at this. Now that we know that Lucifer being disobedient caused Adam and Eve to be disobedient, and their sin brought about death. The Bible talked about that, right? Not just the spiritual death, but men were supposed to live. Every single one of us, God gave us one of his days. So if Adam and Eve had not messed up, every single person would have lived to be 1,000 years old. Who knew that? Some of us WOIUers knew that already. Every single person was supposed to be able to live for 1,000 years. But because he did that, God started, and we were still, but after the flood, God said, I can't even let y'all live up to 900 or 700 or 600 years because y'all just get more evil. That part. Yeah. So the more evil we got, the less time we took for ourselves. The Bible says a disobedient child shorten their days. We all God's kids. So when you don't want to learn, then you shorten the lifespan of your lineage. Back in the day, it was very unheard of for kids to die before their parents. And now, thank you, Miss Ida. I appreciate you. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to go over here now because I told y'all I'm about to be skipping around. Hold on. All right. Excuse me. Hold on one second. All right. Here we go. So, what was the sin that David committed? We're moving on. What was the sin that David committed? So we then came down the line from Cain, who created the giants and the bloodthirsty folks, and they made it with the animals and made all of the rulers that we see in Egypt and everywhere else. Adultery and what else? Hey, cousin, I'm live. You okay? Huh? You all right? Yeah, I'm at work. Okay, I'll call you as soon as I get off. Okay, bye. He unalived someone's husband. So he was a murderer and he was an adulterer. Right? He was a murderer and he was an adulterer. Okay, and who was his famous son that we know about? King Solomon. Okay, now, what is adultery? Can we get the definition from Webster's or whatever? Can y'all put the definition of adulterer up here, please? That's your last name, Solomon? Okay. Pretty cool. Jalissa. Voluntary intercourse between someone who is married and someone who is not married. Voluntary intercourse between someone who is married and who is not married, or two married individuals that are married to somebody else. That would be what kind of sin? Against the body, but there's a specific word. Leave out the E, but write it. Come on, y'all. A sexual sin. A actual sin. So adultery that David created. Now look here now. Okay. David murdered Uriah, unalived Uriah so that he could have his wife because she was pregnant and he couldn't cover it up. Okay? So not only was he an adulterer, so he was in actual sin, but he was also an unaliver. He killed a just man because he had impregnated his wife and he couldn't get the man to go home and sleep with his wife so he could pretend that was his baby. So he had to get rid of him. Okay? Now, his son Solomon lost out with God for what reason? Women. Which would be a what kind of sin? Not a woman, a whole bunch of them. But yeah, women. So then, what caused Solomon to lose out with God? An actual sin. You know what else Solomon did? Who wants to know what else he did? He unalived animals, innocent animals, to sacrifice to gods. David unalived an innocent man to cover up his lies and his sin. And his son unalived innocent animals to sin. He lost out with God, his wisdom, his knowledge, his everything, the kingdom of Jerusalem, whatever. He lost that because of hoes. David lost his son. The first son that him and Bathsheba had passed away. God said, I can't let you keep this baby. You didn't kill this man. Somebody else lost their son, and you're going to lose yours. So his first baby by Bathsheba passed away at like 8 or 9 months. So the product of his actual sin and his unaliving sin happened to one of his children all in one. This is the product. You made good love to Bathsheba that night. You put it down, broke her back all the way out. She got pregnant. She had just came off her period, and it says that in the Bible that she had just so she was ovulating. Well, women give off different pheromones, honey, when they ovulating. and you the king and you already have 7 wives, but you saw her bathing, probably smelled her pheromones because she's been around you. See, this is the thing. Uriah was a friend to David. That was his homeboy. So you done been eyeing this nigga wife booty the whole time. Then you know her husband been off at war for 3 months, so she ain't got her back blowed out. And you know what that pool that she bathing in is for. It's the women when they getting off their cycle. So you already know she hot and ready. You didn't just see her that day. You knew exactly who she was. You knew her husband was away. You know she just came off her cycle. Yeah, they was friends. He wasn't just his soldier. They was buddies. Uriah was one of David's best soldiers. He fought on the battlefield on the front line with David. So you know when they was having their army party, she dressed up thicker than 1,000, probably had her locks banging. You hear me? He wouldn't leave David. He was willing to fight for him and leave his wife. Come on. And you killed this dude. You put him on the front line and made sure, because you had his wife pregnant. He tried to bribe him. He sent cheese and wine and charcuterie boards to his house. Said, nigga, I done sent some 1,800 over there. Go on and bust the wife down. I know you ain't seen her. He like, no, I can't leave you. We at war. She can wait. David like, nah, go on down there and bust her down, because he knew she was pregnant. And he knew her husband hadn't touched her. You hear me? Thank you. Do you understand? Valley girl, my head is covered. Girl, you don't see all this hair on my head? My head is not shaved. Y'all got to understand. Come on now. Decipher the scripture correctly. You don't see me with a shaved head nowhere. You see a woman's hair is her glory. Exactly. And my head is covered. It's not shaved. When they did something they wasn't supposed to do, they had to shave their head, which they had to cut their glory off. Their head was not covered. Come on now. Where you see any shaved at here? You don't. My head is covered. It was shameless or shameful to have a bald head back then. Because guess what? If I had a hijab on, you wouldn't know if I had hair or not. So then there wouldn't even be able to know if I had shame or not. If I had cheated on my husband and I wore a hijab, you wouldn't know because you can't see my hair anyway. So when a woman was caught, they shaved her head, which means they had to have been seeing it prior to that for her to be shamed. Because in those countries, a woman can't even let her hair out. So make it make sense now. My head is covered. Real good. More covered than it's ever been, because back in the day, I might have been a shameless woman. God wouldn't let my hair grow past my shoulders, honey. I did not have it. Was thin and wispy. But see, I'm a good woman now, and look at my hair. Jada, get you some. Get you some, Jada. Get you some, girl. Quit being a shameful woman, and your hair will grow back. That alopecia will leave. Listen here. Listen. You ready to come get you some, girl? Mm-hmm. Auntie, I'm just saying. The Bible said it, not me. Moving on. It's scripture. Bible talk about a woman that cheat on the husband gonna be bald head. Girls with the luscious hair, you better stay to the rivers and the lakes that you used to, or you're gonna be having to go see the hair doctor in a minute. You're gonna need some Rogaine. You put me in a chair. Listen here. I don't know, Mr. Hardy. But y'all gonna quit coming for me. So anyway, moving on. Come on. Y'all be trying to get me in trouble and stuff. I'm keeping mine too. I ain't fooling with it. Uh-uh. What book is what? I'm reading out of several different books right now. I love you too. Listen here. We get it in over here. We gonna rightly divide the word. Here we go. So, now listen. Now, if you don't have this book, don't worry about it because this is kind of like story time. But y'all about to do some research because I got to run to the restroom real quick. I've been drinking a lot, y'all. And y'all know it's my mean week. So, it's a lot going on over here. Okay. Listen to this now. It says, but although Solomon was become the most glorious of kings and the best beloved by God and had exceeded in wisdom and riches those that had been rulers of the Hebrews before him, yet he did not persevere in his happy state till he died. Nay, he forsook the observations of the laws of his father and came to an end no way suitable to our foregoing history of him. He grew mad in his love of women and laid no restraint on himself in his lust. Remember when I told y'all I don't respect a man that can't control himself? I don't care how fine you is and how big that meat rock. How big your pogo stick is, sir. If you ain't got no control, I know what's going on with you. You're being controlled. You're not in control. I'm going to read it again. Woo! Wait a minute. And it said everything that we told you about Solomon, how wise he was, how much money he had, everything. He lost it all for some snatch. I'll be protected by Glizzy. Listen here. Listen. Okay? So all of y'all brothers that think because you got all these, you gonna lose out. And it makes sense. Because most men that deal with a lot of women get their cars tore up, get their clothes bleached, they put them on child support, they keep dragging them back in the court, so you gotta keep spending your money on attorneys. So this has not changed. If you married and you cheat and you get caught, they take all your money. Oh, my ex-wife got everything in a divorce. Well, you should have paid more attention to Solomon because that's what happened to him. He couldn't keep his thing where it was supposed to be, and he lost everything because of it. Any gentleman willing to say it's the truth and you had it happen to you? Because you was putting your pogo stick, letting people jump on your pogo stick that wasn't supposed to? So you lost a job, you lost your car, now you got to pay $18,000 a month in child support, and barely you got to move back in with your mama. Is there anybody in here that's going to tell the truth that your whoredoms cost you? And I know you lost your peace because dealing with women that's fighting and arguing and she going through your phone, you ain't got no peace. I don't care how much of a player you pretend to be. That's why y'all always want to go be around y'all homeboys and drink and smoke because you ain't got no peace, homeboy. And that's because you did it to yourself. Don't complain about her taking your money. Don't complain about the baby mamas. Don't complain about your chicks. Don't complain about losing your job, having to repair your tires. It's all happening to you because you are not in control and lust rules you. It ain't their fault. It's yours because you're not controlling yourself. You're not in control of you. And so these are the things that befall you when lust rules your life. You will be broken. You will lose everything that you've worked for. In behind some snatch that you probably ain't even going to be able to keep because the way these young girls is running through here, honey, she'll have yours and 10 other niggas. So has anything changed? So even from Solomon, the wisest and richest man that has ever lived, vagina, excuse my language. What they say, the softest place on earth, the velveteen Messiah. Yeah, took him all the way out the game. God literally, okay, because I'm about to blow your mind because I learned something today that I didn't know. Now, I'm going to tell you how I know this affect ladies too. Every time that I get in a relationship that God does not condone, I lose everything. Bills start coming up. All of a sudden, they more expensive. My food is not lasting. The moment that that man touches me and I am in fornication, my kids start cutting up in the crib. The car done broke down. All of a sudden, my light bill about to get turned off. Like, what in the hell? Because when you in lust, you cursed. You said, and did. The raise they was just about to give you right before you let him or her touch you, it goes away. Because that was a blessing because you wasn't fornicating. You said facts. You said, I feel all of that. It's true. Lust costs you everything. Okay. Stars. Jonathan, whatever his name is. Oh, he's a runner. He's a track star. Dude, he said they trying to kill me. All in behind of it. P. Diddy. Lust. Harvey Weinstein. Lust. Oprah Winfrey. Lust. And from what we hearing from old boy, TP might have a lust issue too. Because old boy got on there talking about how somebody offered him some liquor and grabbed his junk. So, I mean, I'm just saying. How many people have lost out because of actual sin? Anybody ever seen Harlem Nights? Sunshine. I told y'all why God used the hoes, honey. Hoes can get into places and get information you regular girls can't get. Hoes can get into situations that y'all might not know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see you coming. You a square. You see what I'm saying? But a lady didn't know her way around the men's. You know what I'm saying? But you can get information that other people can't get. Hoe folks at Bay do all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hoes is useful. They just got to be under the right leadership. You hear me? Because the Lord took Mary Magdalene and Rahab and got them under his leadership. They got a new daddy. And you see what I'm saying? They didn't have to throw it back or nothing. They used all the other skills. You said church. Yep, it's a lot of ex-hoes in church. And they are the mothers. Y'all call her mother now. But she used to be calling somebody daddy. Okay, daddy, I'm on my way. Honey. You want a day, pumpkin? Huh? You said you got to touch me first. You might be the police. You said what? You said you ain't. Well, touch my arm first, honey. Go ahead and touch my arm. You said what? You said they tell. Never mind. Huh? I'm going to go make me some coffee. I'll be right back. Y'all chill. I'll be right back. We going to talk about Solomon. Just give me a... Ooh, shoot. You said what? Y'all, these allergies is just like this heat. All right, we still here? Who over there like, oh my God, this is why my... Is there anybody in here realizing why your life took a drastic turn shortly? Or even 2 years ago or 5 years ago, you had a really hard time and you couldn't understand it, just kept feeling like, but you had brought a person into... You can bring cursed people into your life too and not know it. You can bring cursed people into your life for real, for real. I've dated 2 people that I know for sure had a curse on them. And honey, I feel like Eeyore with a damn, or that boy from Charlie Brown with that dust cloud following him. Or what's the name with the rain just every day. I said, I have never had this much darkness in my life. Come to find out his grandma was a witch. It made perfect sense. She dedicated that nigga to the devil when he was a kid. And he didn't even know. Until he was 35. God told me, we weren't even together no more. And God told me, and I called him, I said, hey, I had a dream. God told me somebody dedicated you to the devil and you was a little kid. Come to find out the granny was a witch. Just like people get their babies Christian, people that work. I told y'all the one girl that y'all can go back and look at our Zoom where that lady said her grandma started teaching her words at 3 years old. Magic. My baby's daddy, grandpa, was messing with the witch and she cursed the boys, his sons. Yep, they do that kind of stuff. Could he get it off of him? Girl, I don't know. I got rid of that nigga. When he told me he was the father of lies, I know who the father of lies is. The father of lies is Satan. And a couple of days before that, my baby had seen the devil in my house. Hold on, y'all. I got to blow my nose. Ugh. I'm going to just have to break down and buy me a humidifier and quit being lazy. Matter of fact, I'm about to do that right now. Because my nose is starting to bleed. It's so dry in here. I'm moving into the RV after the big storm. Okay. No, I'm about to give me a diffuser. That's what I mean. What's the name? I know I can boil water. I don't want it to be hot in here. I'm going through menopause. Yep, I just need something simple. Because my nose is dry. Give me 1 second, y'all. I mean, yep, this is what we about to do right here. This one. Right here. And it's on sale. Bitch! $10 off. It is. Thank you, Dad. Told y'all everything I buy be on sale, y'all. I ain't playing. Everything. I can think about it, what I want. And then I'll be and look at it 2 days before I go back that day that I would like to get it and it be on sale. Half off, 49%. Honey, baby, listen. You said go ahead with it. And yes, there we go. Thank you, Dad. Miss Ida, because I might need to buy another one for my grandkids. Let me see how I like it, and then I will. I can't fool with y'all. Just go online and get one. Because y'all be playing. Y'all will go buy the stuff to where I got to wait to go get it. I know y'all know. But wait till I get it in my hands, and then I tell y'all. Y'all know I'm not doing that no more. Y'all taught me. I don't trust you. I do not trust you. Well, just get one. Just get one, Miss Ida. They got a million of them. I ain't telling y'all. Dang. Oh my goodness. It's a cute, cool. I don't want to. Why? Can I just show you one? Do it gotta be mine? Like, listen here. Cause what if it break? Then I can't get another one because you gotta order them all. It's not in here right now. It's the 10 mint markers. I can't fool with y'all. Y'all be buying my hair products. Oh yeah, y'all done had them. I never had a problem getting that carefree curl, the Jerry juice. Now it be saying we don't know when it's gonna come back in stock. Y'all gotta quit doing that. Raggities. I have not. I've been buying that stuff for years. Not till I told y'all. Now it's always out of stock. Now come on, let's get to Solomon. That's why I started using something else, and I ain't telling y'all what I use. You had to go to the hood to look for it. Exactly. And it ain't no hood around me. Right. You can't even find it in Cali. Can't stand y'all. They do right. Just be buying everything. You hear me? So the new stuff I use, I ain't told y'all. I've been using for about 2 years. When people ask, I show them the one I showed y'all. I ain't doing it. Hell no. I won't be able to get nothing. I learned my lesson. Now, come on. I can't trust y'all. Y'all are not trustworthy people. Not with products. And I buy them both because I only want to buy once or twice a year. I can't. I'm good, auntie. Thank you. I told you I just went and stocked up on my gel. My things busted. I put them together and put them in a. I got enough gel for 2 years, for sure. Maybe longer than that. I had to stock up. This is cargo. See, y'all be playing. Y'all think I be playing. I stock up on my stuff. Because I don't know if it's going to be none, and I don't want to be without it. So, sir, that's why I don't buy a lot of BS stuff, because I be making sure I got a lot of the other stuff I need. You hear me? Come on. Here we go. Back to Solomon now. All right. So it says, he grew mad in his love of women and laid no restraint on himself in his lust, nor was he satisfied with the women of his country alone. Solomon was the first passport bro. Hell no. We seen y'all before. Right here. And guess what? I just seen a passport bro story too. Dude went and got a chick, and she waited up 3 years and still then put a hit on the dude. Because she wanted her American life and all of us stuff. So gone on. And that's what old girl did. Took everything he had. So keep on being a passport bro. Somebody gonna end up with it. You don't want American ladies, well then fine. Somebody gonna, it's still gonna be a woman. A wound man. Now, should have stuck to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Moving on. He was a passport bro. It says, nor was he satisfied with the women of his country alone, but he married many wives out of foreign nations. Here's where it gets interesting. He married women of the Sidonians. Who is Sidon? Sidon and Poseidon are the same person. Poseidon. Why else would you have books if you weren't going to read them? That doesn't make sense. It's a waste of money. So then when we see that in ancient Mesopotamia, there were a lot of beings. Sidon was the firstborn son of Canaan, who was the son of Ham. I'm going to go back and read that. Thank you. Hold on now. Sidon was the firstborn son of Canaan, who was the son of Ham, thereby making Sidon the Great, the grandson of Noah. Where did Solomon live? And where did most of the Bible happen? Ancient Mesopotamia. In Ur. So why that makes sense then as to why the Tower of Babel, we know that that was in ancient Mesopotamia, right? And the Chaldeans in Babylon was in ancient Mesopotamia, but right there it says, instead of the Chaldaic, the Greek names of the kings of Babylon and Assyria are herein given as they are most commonly found in use. See this right here? Instead of the Chaldaic right there, the Greek names. So whenever you see the kings of Babylon and you see them as Juno and Jupiter, Neptune, and Vulcan, you're actually reading about the kings of Babylon and Chaldea. So when you read in the Bible about the Chaldeans, and then you go and you read Greek mythology, the Greek mythology is really just the names of the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. Okay? Where can you get this book? On Amazon. So, that's what I meant to show y'all. Okay, so look. So it says that Solomon married some of the Sidonians, and we know that these people are bloodlines of the giants, the people we about to look. Why would this be on that same line? See it? Persia or Elam. So in Persia and Elam, there were centaurs and mermaids, which is ancient Africa, which is where the mermaids be showing up now. Even in Percy Jackson, the centaurs look like Persian soldiers. Their gear and everything. That's interesting. Because every time you see a centaur, they look like a Persian. Hung like a horse. Now you know why the women were mating with the horses, because they were half human, half horse. And there are still people that practice that same bestiality right now. The only thing is God does not let unions come from it. Did you say mermaids are manatees? What in the world? Lord Jesus. No, no, no. Take a picture of that. It shows you the family, the species, the order, the kingdom, everything, right? You see it? So let's go through here. I doubt that this is a manatee, but let's just see. How do you name this if you've never seen it? How do you list this? We all did this when we dissected animals in science, in biology. You could get that detail with just thinking. Really? All this info. We use our manners here. Can you please tell me? So you can show me the muscular structure. What muscles are what? After you showed me all the bones, you can list that. On the front and the back of this being, but you've never ever seen it. That's funny, because this is what you guys taught us to do in biology, to species, the lesser species. You can tell me all of this by just your imagination. Huh? All of this, right? You could make this that detailed. Now, I'm about to bust y'all head with this because I was actually just thinking. Now, screenshot this and I'm going to show y'all something. Specifically this one. Screenshot this. Yeah, so let me tell you something if you're new here. You can keep asking me what's the name of the book. I probably should have told y'all. If you say, can you please tell me the name of that book? I have no problem with telling it to you. But over here we use our manners. Nobody don't tell me what to do. And when you say, what's the name of that book? You're not asking me politely to show you anything. I'm already showing you something. Love y'all, but we use our manners. Can you please tell me? Yes, I can. I sure can. See how that, and now whatever you need to know. You see? Manners get you a long way over here. My friend is Bohemian, and she told me whenever she walks on land and swims in water. Yep, it's the truth. You're welcome. Now, here we go. Y'all see this right here? See how this is hooked up like that? Y'all see how they can tell us how it connects? Do y'all remember the other video that God blessed me to find? Somebody sent it to me and we went viral and then they took it off, but they still letting people play my whole video with my voice. Even though I didn't take the video, I got to share it. But yeah, they don't have no problem showing that. Now I'm going to show y'all something. So hopefully y'all took a picture of this right here. Hopefully you screenshotted that. This. Because I want to show you something. Everybody's like, oh, that's fake. I said, is it? Are you sure? Let's see. So even though I can't go to the video on my own page, we're going to do it over here. You know? Let's do it. And hear my voice. Ain't that something? It's weird to hear my voice on other people's thing. Look, they going to use my name in there and everything. That's one thing, you don't know my voice. It says that the angels went into the fish in the book of Jasher and saw the dream spice. If you look at this carefully, hold on. I just need to do it like this. Look. Look at that body. Look at that skin. It shimmers. Look. Okay, so hold on. Or by the bottom of the flipper, that there's a space for this thing to give birth. Like you can see the spine. If y'all notice, there's no nipples on here. There's no nipples, and look at that rib cage. That is not a human rib cage. Look at how it goes. Our rib cage don't go up like that. Even on a little kid, it's not like triangular like that. They're touching it. There's flies all over it, and you can hear it grunting. But there's a purplish hue. So look, y'all see how that is? Ain't that exactly what that look like? How that's attached right there? They done seen this before, and you just did too. That's why I told y'all, take a picture and look at this. Look at this rib cage. Now I was about to show you you see how this rib cage look? That's because they done seen it. Even little boy humans got nipples. There's no nipples on that bean. Nobody paid attention to that. There's not one areola there. Where's the breast tissue? They have a hole. If you look at this one, it showed they part on here. You need to find this video. If you look at this, you can see it. My husband pointed that out to me about the note. I'm trying to tell you. That ain't all that's in here. Now, and let me, okay, not the people that have been in WOIU. If you already been here, do not answer this. If you already been here, don't answer. What is the definition of extinct? What's the definition? No, if you've been here, you can't answer. What's the definition of extinct? No longer in existence. This book is written by a doctor, too. A study of the lesser known species of the animal kingdom. The Codex of Extinct Animals. The book of extinct animals. To be extinct, you had to have lived. So this is not myth. If a doctor can tell me this is a codex, and doctors do biology and they take it apart and they go ahead and list all the bones and the muscles and all of that. So then how is this a book of extinct, the lesser known animals of the... So when the Bible talked about the clean and unclean going on the ark, because you can't be considered technically an animal if you're half human and half animal, and you can't be considered a human either. So then you're a humanoid. So the study of the lesser animals. So let's see what else used to be alive. Not only the mermaids, satyrs. And all of you will say, oh, I don't believe it. Well, if you go look up a human genetic disorder right now called subcutaneous horns, there are people alive right now on this planet that still grow vestigial tails out of their rear end at the top, and they still grow these horns. They call them subcutaneous horns or abnormal bone growths. But right now, you said, yep, my cousin. People talked about working with, yes, my mama friend has horns. Oh, okay. They call them subcutaneous bone growths. Is what they call them now. You said, oh my God, I was watching Percy Jackson last night. Okay, so it's real, pumpkin. Pan from Greek mythology. Yep. Go do me a favor real quick because we are researching place over here. We don't just spout stuff out. Everybody go look up vestigial tail or tails on humans real quick on Google or whatever you use, and then go look up humans born with horns. Just real quick. And tell me what the genetic disorder is called on both of them. I saw Dr. Pimple Pop remove one from a lady's head. Oh, okay. He removed a horn from her head, and they said it was an abnormal bone growth, like they do the extra fingers. Now, how do you say that? It's called a coccyx? Okay. Did I say that right? The extra finger that the giants had to prove that the Nephilim were alive. All the people that know somebody that was born with an extra finger and an extra toe, that is a giant genetic gene. That comes from that. The Nephilims, the men of Gath, actually, not all giants, but the men of Gath all had 6 fingers and 6 toes, 12 fingers and 12 toes. So if anyone in your family, they say, oh, it's a genetic disorder. No, it's actually a genetic marker that the giants in the Bible is real. My husband's oldest child had an extra digit cut off at birth. Uh-huh. And so they do that to prove the Bible wrong. But we know because we had somebody come on our live who lives in Africa right now, and he has 6 fully functional fingers on each hand. Jimmy J6 he used to go by. Now he goes by his real name. I always forget this man's name. He has 6. Yeah. He came in our live and was in here. I'm gonna show you. It wasn't even that long ago. In November. I was so excited. I finally got. We've been trying to go live together for 2 years, but he lives in Kenya. I think is his name Asher Pines. What's his name? Lord Jesus. Hold on. They already been looking for him too.
Who is this college linebacker? We're now living in a time where a 6-fingered man from Kenya can casually go live on TikTok.
Now he's not a finger, then I have a middle finger. Meaning, people with 5 fingers don't have a middle one.
Stanford Pines, thank you.
So, which one do you flip? I cannot flip anyone off. Like, I have no way. I have no middle one. Like, simple mathematics. If
He came in our live.
These are 3.
He was one of the people that. No, he's not tall. You heard about somebody with 2 boy parts. We have people in our community that have 2 girl parts. We have a few women in here that have 2 wombs. And also we have people that are in here that are intersexed. And a lot of people that don't know that intersexed people are in the lineage of Hermes and Aphrodite. Because that's what a hermaphrodite is it's just like an Israelite. It's the children of Hermes and Aphrodite. So intersex people come from the line of Hermes and Aphrodite. But if you understand what I just read to you when I showed you that when you see the Greek names for the Assyrian and Babylonian kings, you'll understand when I tell you that in the 7th generation from Adam, when nobody had left Africa yet and everyone was still, and the earth was still whole, the angels went into the women. So that makes perfect sense. that all of your Greek mythology is based on the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. Where you said, where are you a teacher? Right here, every day. We have over 800 videos on YouTube. We're recording on YouTube as well. So we have hours, thousands of hours, literally. Each one of our classes is about 3 to 6 hours. Some of them have been 13 hours, but yeah. It's not good or bad. It's just that that shows the genetic. All of your genetic disorders are proof that these beings existed. Werewolf syndrome. If you look up werewolf syndrome in humans, where the hair grows all over the body extremely fast, there's a genetic disorder called werewolf syndrome. It's called hypertrichosis, but AKA werewolf syndrome. Okay, we have cyrenomyelia, which is AKA mermaid syndrome in humans, where the legs fuse together, the feet go out, and there's one for all of them. Okay, Hirsutism. Come on now, look, the cow people you said. Autism is a genetic disorder where our brain works faster than our body can keep up with. Come on now. I was born with a tail, but it went away as I grew. Really? See? Thank you for telling the truth, Parker, because when people come over here, like, we got all kind, honey, you will not believe. People like, nope, yep, that's me. We have people here with polydactyly, syndactyly, all the web fingers and web toes. The web fingers and web toes that people are born with. How can you find me on YouTube? CERCA TROVA 22. If you type in CERCA 22 on Google, we gonna come up. And it'll lead you to our TikTok, our Instagram, our website, and all of the like. Huh? Where's a place on the planet where we see a lot of people with extra body parts? Where do we see this? Minus the elephant here. Where do we see this? Isn't that funny? Because the people over there, the kids that are born with extra body parts, are worshipped as gods. Are they or are they not? People in India that are born with extra body parts, they are worshipped, even from little kids, they are worshipped as gods. You want to know why? Because the angels' children in every society ruled over people. And how you knew that they were a giant is they had extra digits, extra this or less, like one eye, extra fingers, extra toes, extra arms, an elephant head. Don't believe me? Let's look and see where else we seen this at. Where else we seen this at? Where else have we seen this at? Where else have we seen this at? Where else? Where else? Oh, we're not done. Where else have we seen this at? Let's look and see. So we just read that anytime you read Greek mythology, you are actually reading the stories of the ancient Mesopotamian kings, the Akkadians and the Assyrians, and all of those guys, right? Albinism actually started like the curse of Cain. The curse of Cain is a leprous white spot. And when you see a black person that has what you call it? My brother, I can't think of it. What is it? You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of it. Where the pigment leaves. Vitiligo. Same thing. And that would have been important in Africa when everybody was black as dirt, for the most part. So if I started losing my pigment, y'all gonna start asking me what's wrong. No, it's a real thing. The mark of Cain is a leprous white spot. That makes sense if the original people were black. If your skin start turning colors, niggas like, what's wrong with you? So that would be, it would stand out in Africa if I'm dark, like Sudanese dark, and all of a sudden there's these white spots in my skin. And everybody around me is damn near purple. I'm going to stand out. Now, if I was... Where else have we seen animal heads and human bodies with tails? That's not a mask. And you can tell it's not, because if it was a mask, why you got a tail? Right above his booty cheeks, and human feet, and hair. And them bodies is black because they was really that black at that time. This is not painted because they had all the paints. As you can see, they got orange behind it, and on the pots it's that. This is the color of the people. Just like this was the color of the people. They used basalt a lot of times. They weren't just painted black. They were this black. The ancient Etruscans and Boeotians and all of these people, right? Because they were the conquerors. The Bible even tells us that. That's why it's important to study Genesis. Oh, there they go again. Hercules is going to be more important to you the next time you watch it with the kids. I promise you're going to pay attention. Your auntie's feet turned white at 89 years old. That part. Now, we're going to go one more place and see if we can find something. And this is the kids' book. Let's see what they got in here. Do they got something to tell us about this? Let's see what they got in here. Oh, the rulers. Again, the angels of the children that Enoch said were half human, half animal, half. Oh, right there. Again, with human feet and an animal head, different color folks. And she got angel wings. Do we know why she has angel wings? Why does she have angel wings? I'm going to tell you why she has angel wings. She has angel wings because her daddy was an angel. Ah! Let's see. Let's see, the ancient Assyrians and Babylonian kings had wings. You said they had wings. You said the ancient Egyptians and they had wings. And if I go get my... So the ancient Egyptians had wings. And we know that they mixed with the reptiles. That's what Enoch said in the 7th generation from Adam. They mixed with the animals of the field and the fowls of the air, it said. And the fish. And where do I see that? Everywhere I look, as a matter of fact. You said they made it with the birds of the air. And made humans with bird feet and bird... Because that ain't no mask. We can easily tell that that's not a mask. You can easily tell that those are his wings. You can see it. You can see it. So when I go back over here, and I go back, and I see this, now I know that that was not an elaborate dress. Now, where else have I seen this in modern day? Where have I seen this in modern day? As a matter of fact, somebody just sent me a gift, and I can show you where that is even proven in our modern day that they be selling y'all the Bible while telling y'all not to believe in God. Let me show you. Because Hasmada sent me something that proves that they're still telling you the truth right now on your TV screen. Right now on your TV screen, they telling you the truth. True, 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 true. They telling you the truth. True, 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 true. On your TV screen, they telling you the truth. On your TV screen, they telling you the truth. They just sell it to you under another name, Wonder Woman. Oh, there she go. Huh? You said you've been reading the Bible every time you watch Marvel and all of that. Oh, okay. The Bible said no man would leave here without hearing the word of the Lord, and I couldn't figure out because most people will go to church. He said, oh, no, they watch it on Marvel. Mm-hmm. See the rulers? You see them? Oh. Oh. Why? The Bible says, or not the Bible, well, the Bible says there was giants. I don't know if y'all can see how little those people are to the stone, but I have a real picture of this. I'm going to show you this. Karnak and Colossae. You see how big those feet are? They've been telling us without telling us. These are real pictures, just so you know. And this is a kid's book, right? Right. See how big he is to those feet? You see? You see how big they are to that? And you see this is 3-sized people. That's a person there too. This is a person, that's a person, and those are people. And I'm going to show you in real life here. I have a very old book from the early 1900s. I'm going to show you this. So this is a person, that's a person, and that's a person. This is at Karnak. And you see how big those feet is? This is a kid's book. But they be telling the kids the truth because they know they're going to believe it. Now, give me 1 second because I want to show you something. One moment. Un momento. There's this book here. Right. Oh! Everything follows. So y'all just gonna fall over like that? You gonna embarrass me in front of... No. Let me get this stuff up. Oh, I told y'all so much stuff in here because my family members be sending me stuff all the time. Making it look like a hoarder. Got shields and whips and swords and samurai swords and all kinds of stuff in here. Okay. Wonder Woman and the Eagle. Okay. What was I getting ready to do? Oh, my book. Did I take it down? I did. Where did... Oh, okay. This book here. Screenshot that for y'all be asking before I show you what I'm about to show you here. Come on. Hurry. So I'm about to go eat. We were down here almost 3 hours in about 5 minutes. Y'all got it? Okay. Now look here. That's a real picture. To those of you that have been here, you know already, but let's show the newbies. You see that man down there on the horse? See him? He's taller than those guys. He's on a horse. See how little they look compared to that block? Can you see it? Do you see them up there? They're not even the size of that person's head right here. This is a being. Don't you see the hair, the locks? And then there's this really big guy here. This happens 3 different times. So you got these little bitty people right here on horses. You got these people here that are not even bigger than this being's head or this being's head. So if they were over here, that'd be like that. They're just so far away you can't see them. But do you see how big his head is? This head is the same size. And they're not even as big as whatever the little hat thing he is. This is taller than a 6-foot man right here. Now, do you see these little people here again? Can you see them? On the horses there. These are our size men right now. And then there they go up there. You can see the turban he got on and everything. It's 3 of them. There's a dude climbing. There's two dudes sitting right there. So when the Bible says the giants was in the earth in that time, and you read Jack and the Beanstalk, now the Bible also talks about the rocks getting up and the people going to the rocks saying, "Follow me," and the rocks getting up and moving. You mean the mountains moving like this? You mean like Elephant Island in the middle of the water and all of these different mountains that is people like the Moana Mountain gonna get up and move because they are in stasis? The Titans that God said was gonna come back at the end of the world to destroy the earth? Oh. Don't believe this? Go to Numbers 13 and 33. He said, we look like Joshua and them, the spies said, we look like grasshoppers to them and they see us as such. You mean like this? Because these people definitely look like grasshoppers to these beings for sure. Now, they look like grasshoppers to these guys too, but they really look like grasshoppers to those guys. He said, how we going to fight them? We look like grasshoppers to them and they see us as such. The Canaanites made them look like grasshoppers. You mean like this? Because y'all can't even see these people way back here. They look like dots. But you can see them and you can see them. I'm just saying. So Adam's sin caused this. Because Cain, his daughters, his lineage, the angels went into them and made these beings. And then all the other beings I just showed you with the animal heads and whatnot. And that was to slap God in the face, because the only two people that lost out in the garden other than the humans was the animals and the spirits. You see. Because the animals lost their ability to talk. We read that. When they all spoke one language, now every animal had their own kind. Cats talk to cats. Dogs, because when everybody could speak the same language, is when the snake was able to speak to Eve and trick her. So then God took their ability, and there's only a few animals that they say can repeat. But when the angels went into the animals, guess what that gave the animals back? Their ability to talk. And you know what? The animals felt like they lost out because of the humans, and we already see how Lucifer felt. He lost his place. So those two parties got together and ruled over the regular humans. And this is why you go back and when you see they call them their gods, they wanted to be worshipped as gods, because God took the animals' ability to speak, and he took the fallen angels' glory. So when they got together, these are the beings. This is who Israel kept going up against. These people. This is why they used to be scared. They was going up against beings that could fly, that their mothers were witches, so they knew magic. When the Watchers ruled the nations, here we go. Trying to tell you, this is what it is. There they go again. These is two different people. Now, if I get I'm going to just call this the Jita, because I don't ever say it, but this is Hinduism, right? Their holy book, like our Bible. One of them, I should say. Okay? Watch this. They got blue people and regular skin people in their Bible. Let's see what else they got in here. Green people just like the Egyptians. Okay? Blue people, a flood, and bird people with like human hands but bird feet, and they dealing with, so like in Africa, I'm just gonna call Hmm. Huh? 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 And if I were to go through here, we would see it in all the other cultures as well. So your genetic disorders that come from your mythological creatures. And if you take your time and study, and I ain't studied every last one of them, but I studied a lot, lines up. Lines up. You can go to your Greek mythology and grab that. All those beings line up with our human genetic disorders, and that makes sense because those beings were made in ancient Mesopotamia. Anytime you see Greek, Norse, and we got all that. We got Greek mythology, Norse mythology, Japanese mythology, Persian mythology, the Library of Chinese Classics, Creation of the Gods. So that's Chinese mythology, Celtic mythology, Native American mythology, Wizards and Wizards mythology. We got beasts and creatures, African myths, gods and monsters, and what is this, Greek? The Greek myths, and we got a couple others. So I already done ran the names and the stories to see, oh yeah, it's all the same. And it makes sense because everything started in Africa. That's where the sin started. That's where all of it. The vampires started in Africa. Don't believe me? Just watch. I'll show you something real quick. Where's my book? It's not up here, and it should be. So it's down here. Like Lilith, the Lilithu is a race of female demons, right? The devils and evil spirits of where Babylonia. We just read that all Greek and, all the Greek and Roman mythology is built on the Babylonians. We read that, right? So look, being Babylonian and Assyrian incantations, we saw that in Enoch, that the angels taught their wives magic. First thing they taught them, demons, schools, vampires. Remember Cain and his old bloodline there? Y'all remember that? Hobgoblins, ghosts, and kindred evil spirits. Now, why would these evil spirits be kindred to us? They would be kindred to us because their mothers originally were human. But the giants, because their dads were immortal and their mothers were not, they thought that their kids were going to get to live to be immortals, and God said, absolutely not. So what he did, and he wasn't taking them back into heaven. They were not allowed. They were not a human soul. They were a hybrid. So they weren't allowed in heaven. So what he did, certain ones, what he did was trap them here as our evil spirits. And this is why even in the movie Soul with Jamie Foxx, you see the big grouchy spirits that was roaming around over there in the darkness. They told you that's the spirits of the giants over there. And they pissed because they trapped. They in the darkness and in the cold. They can't go. They're trapped here as our evil spirits. Yeah, some of the people were half human and half angel. Some of them were half, like a third animal, a third angel, a third human. And they just start mixing it up. This is where you get, because Nereus is known as one of the sea gods, and that was Job from the Bible's brother. Job from the Bible and Nereus from Greek mythology are brothers. Job's nieces are the Nereids. You can look it up for yourself. Job's nieces are the Nereids. Well, that's crazy because Job was an ancient Mesopotamian king. Nereus was one of the people that went to talk to Job when he was sitting on a dunghill pulling the maggots off himself and putting them back on. Nereus was one of the people that morphed and came on land just like Aquaman to come talk to his brother. And he was a god of wisdom. And it shows that if you read in the real testament of Job, not the one in the Bible, but the real testament of Job, the rest of it, Nereus came to visit him, and when the angel came and blessed God, Job with the rest of his stuff, his brother Nereus was sitting right there. I can show you. Which makes sense. Because it don't talk about Job's brothers and sisters in the Bible. Really don't talk about them. Yeah, I did. In a couple other classes. Look. It's Job's brother Nereus who speaks throughout. Nereus, the father of the Nereids, right? So I'm about to show y'all. Let me show you this right here. This is just in the notes. You see it? Nereus, Job's brother Nereus, right there. Now, if you go look up Nereus, he had either a fish bottom or an octopus bottom. You're welcome, Miss Amelia. Look. Look. And I, Nereus, his brother, Job's brother, with 7 male children, accompanied by the poor and the orphans and all the helpless, we were weeping and saying, woe to us. This is probably the day that Job died. But yeah, I, Nereus, right there. And if you look up Nereus, he's going to look like a Persian fish dude. Go look up Nereus. He going to look like, his face is going to look a lot like this right here. He gonna look just like these niggas. You said, yes, it does. It does. Mm-hmm. See, if you know where you looking, you can get all the answers. You know what I'm saying? And all of this be biblical, because you can go and find these names. They be hidden right there in your face in the KJV, baby. You just got to know what you're looking for. Because if I put a Greek name in there, you don't think to associate it with the Egyptian name or the Babylonian name, because that's the only name you think it is. But the Assyrians called the Babylonians something else. Even when the Israelites and stuff got taken into Egypt, they got a different name. They got an Egyptian name. So then the Egyptians have a story, because they wrote everything down about the same person. They just gonna know them by a different name. Like y'all know me by CERCA, but everybody else know me by something else. And you would swear if you saw me outside and my TT baby say, no, her name is CERCA. That's my TT CERCA. They don't know me by no other name. But guess what? It's a whole bunch of people that know me by a name that ain't CERCA. And they'll swear to you in your face that my name ain't CERCA. But I'm the same person that been on the East Coast, the West Coast, North and South, and now here in the Midwest. And guess what? Then been over there by all different kinds of names. I'm the same person still, living the same life. So that's why when you go into Greek mythology and you see a story in Egyptian mythology and you see a story in Roman mythology and it's the same story, you be like, they stole it. No, it was the same damn person. They just had a different name for him. Manu, Noah. Brahma, Abraham. Abraham started the Hindus. Father Abraham had many sons. He started also the Assyrians. He was the father of them too. But you gotta know. And so then you won't be, no. Know what you're talking about first. Be quiet. You heard me? So y'all been reading the Bible the whole time and didn't even know what tricked you niggas. God said, ain't nobody gonna leave here. Oh, you want to read it only in Greek mythology? Well, fine. Read it over there. You want to only watch it on Game of Thrones? Well, fine. Over there. However you get it, you won't be able to say you didn't know. He gonna say, did you watch any DC or Marvel? You did? Where my thing at? You did? Okay, good. Guilty. Because you were informed of the laws and the statutes one way or another. And you got a visual one? Order in the court. Guilty. You cannot say you did not know because you watched DC and Marvel. The gavel has gone down. Order in the court. I'm trying to tell you. Bailiff, get him out of here. Get her out of here. She's in here doing all that wailing, interrupting my courtroom. Get out. She knew. She watched all that Marvel stuff. And anime. And manga. All of it is the stories. The 7 demons that come along with the one dude. The 9 tails. Oh. They tell you that spirits inhabit you, and it could be from a long, long time ago, and somebody got to come that got the knowledge to understand what they really looking at. Oh, you mean you going to get the Bible one way or another, he said. Oh, okay. What you're not going to do is get away from hearing the word of the Lord. He don't care if he got to change the names. It's still his word. You said, huh? That's why the stories look just like the Bible, because they is the Bible. Those ancient stories with the superheroes was in Genesis 6. It says right there in Genesis 6, let's get the Bible and see what it's saying. Then I'm about to get up. I got to go find me some food. Right here. See, this is Raggedy Tim. All the books I really studied be looking like this, where I got 2 copies. Because the books I really love, this is my original OTP. It ain't got no, and this was a hardback. This was not a paperback. This is a hardback set. Y'all know how much the hardback set got. Okay, so this is my old Bible. This is my old OTP. And there's a few other books in here with Raggedy too, like my Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff. Just be falling apart. Because I need to understand, honey. Okay. But if we go here to Genesis, right here, Genesis 6. You see it. Genesis 6, right there. Right there. You see it? You can see it? It says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God. So men had already been multiplying, and they already had daughters and sons. So then the sons of men and the sons of God are 2 different races. Because it says that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, and that they were fair, and they took them wives of all they chose. And then right after that, who came? Oh, and there were giants in the earth. Because see, this should be right here, but they moved it around so you wouldn't know that the union of the sons of God and the daughters of men was the giants. And in those days and after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, and they became mighty men of renown, and the mighty men of old, the warriors. Well, damn. Demigods. Percy Jackson, Athena, Aphrodite, all of those guys. And this happened in the 7th generation from Adam in the days of Jared. So those big old tall men I just showed y'all was that. And that's why when you go and you read in Joshua and in Numbers, when they was fighting them wars against the kings of this and that, I told y'all that's why it's important. See, people don't want to read that. But that's where you find the dog-head gods at. And you find out that they was really a kid or somebody that really lived. But if you don't go do the research and you just listen to what everybody else is saying, then you don't find that out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just heard. Do, 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 do. If you know, you know. Oh, yeah. I'm about to listen to that as soon as I get out of here. It's time, honey, for the trap music. All right, that's enough of the Lord stuff. I'm about to go. It's time to put on this trap, y'all know. So, did y'all get some goods today? Everybody get some goods? We're going to get back to Solomon a little later. But I feel music calling my soul, so I'm about to go and get this out. Yep. I'm about to do it while I cook or something. I don't know. I love y'all. Hopefully, oh, the question I asked y'all earlier, did you write it down? Will my decisions affect them? What's your answer now? If it might have been no before, is your answer yes? Or did it make you think deeper about how you move? Or how you should be moving? Or what you're saying? Or what you're teaching your children? And those around you too. Because you can say, oh, I can tell her whatever I want. She ain't my daughter. Oh, okay, but she will be. Because she going to marry your son, pumpkin. Ooh, you spit that poison right back in your own mouth. That be the chick he come home with. And you didn't put her on some dumb stuff. You didn't even know the chick. You telling her all this game. She doing it to your boy. And now he in love with her because she didn't put that thing on him. Didn't even know you spit poison right back in your own mouth. Ooh, killed yourself. What? You hurt your own self. Be careful of the poison you spew, cause it's probably coming back on you. Oh yeah. Jazz hands. Like, that's how I be hearing stuff, y'all. For real. Like, when people say stuff, I just be like, do you realize what you just said? Y'all know we got all the jingles over here. We got all the jingles. Don't even trip. I should have worked in advertising. Because we got all the jingles. Wow. Come on, Christy 1. I love it. I love that. We got all the jingles. Don't trip. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Connie. You have a good day, too. Say the jingles for the play. Yes. Well, y'all just be writing them down and stuff because y'all know you got to get them while they hot. And I might not even remember that in 2 weeks. We might not ever say that again. So y'all write them down so I know where they go because, goodness gracious. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Thank you, Mr. Odell. See y'all, Texas Daddy. I'll see everybody later. I'm just about to go get me some food. I might get back on. I'm going to see. I don't know. Don't count on it, though. Just let me get around and do what I need to do. Till next time. Yes, see y'all later. Oh, if you're new, I don't say this a lot, but I'm starting to say it. Just because they be doing funny stuff over here, we have YouTube, CERCA TROVA 22. We also have Instagram and our website. So make sure you go and register there. It ain't nothing but putting in your email. It's CERCATROVA22.com. So that way, because once they start really playing with this, we'll go live on our website eventually. But I just got to figure out how to be able to read the comments because I ain't figured that out yet. And soon we will have our app up because I have been getting my little stuff together. So the app will be on the Play Store and the Apple Store shortly. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks is what I'm about to work on. So I might be missing for a minute because I want to get this app. We've been having access to for almost a year and I ain't putting no app up there or nothing. And we need an app. WOIU, CERCA TROVA 22 need an app. We do. And we already approved to be on the app stores, both of them. So I need to get that up and moving. Yes, we do. We have an app. Just got to get it moving. So I love y'all.